everybody. I know that it's usually 30 seconds, but I'm terrible, I know. We're back. We're going to be seeing Option 12 versus Triple Strike. We're going to see if Option 12 can take the game to 2-0. Hopefully not. Hopefully Triple Strike pulls something out of their butts. We'll have to see. So I got Kenos running and Sigtao Lord still with me, so I'll start with you, Kenos. What do you kind of said a little bit in the after-game matchup, what you wanted to see, but tell me a little bit more. What are you hoping to see out of this matchup?
Well, I want to see them respect Ace a little bit more, as every other team that's played against teams with Ace on have. Ban out the Lux and the Anivia, and then I guess see what else he decides to play, probably Xerath. And also have them keep the Zac away from Option 12 jungle, because that was just all the parts of the game that were highlights for me were the Zac and the Darius, for that matter, coming out of nowhere and cleaning up kills after the fact.
And as always, in the middle of our thoughts, they start the champ select. So right out of the gate, it looks like that we're seeing similar bans as per usual.
Victor Yorick coming out right away. There goes Xayah, which effectively gets rid of Rakan, most likely.
It doesn't look like that they're respecting Ace at all in this matchup. Interestingly enough.
Sion ban, we saw how powerfully he was in our first set.
Yeah, definitely don't want to deal with that, especially with that being one of Odin's top picks in the first split. So definitely something they probably don't want to deal with. Zac coming out of the gate for a ban this time. Interesting.
I think that's really good. Zac really impacted the game last game. Gave his life a couple times. Did manage to get out with his passive as well, but definitely turned the game on his head when he got those ganks in there.
Let's see. Now we're gonna start with the picks. Let's see what they come out with.
So just not even gonna mention the Anivia. We already know.
We already know. It doesn't need to be mentioned. I was gonna say, I wonder if we're gonna see some similar game, but Nocturne coming out.
There's another new jungler coming out here.
Yeah.
For the fourth game of the day. Let's see.
Pull out just every jungle.
Not Yep, we're gonna try them all out.
It's a way to tell how the patch affected things, right?
Yep.
Exactly. Guys, you're supposed to do this during the week. Not
Varus gets through.
But yeah, Varus finally gets through.
Finally, yeah. Very powerful ADC. Not getting the ban list, and then just gonna go ahead and take him right away.
Yeah, pretty meta pick, so it's a pretty safe pick for Option 12 to take that. And Soraka, we haven't seen her that much.
No, not at all.
But strong support, not a bad pick by any means.
I need evidence that that's not Soraka top.
Hey man, have you seen that where it's Soraka against that Riven? Come on now.
And another different jungler with the Taric. No, I'm just kidding. Okay,
this not different, man.
Gonna be support.
It already happened.
This one might be support.
He's got Smite though, and it is Alonzi, and he is their jungler. But oh god, damn it! Nah, it's probably support Taric. Please.
So Taric, yeah, able to impact the game. Doesn't matter as long as you get to level 6 and you can ult. You're gonna have an impact.
Yeah, for sure. And Vel'Koz coming through. That's a pretty safe pick.
Heard a lot of people, or a few people, calling for Vel'Koz in the chat last game. It's like they get their wish.
Yeah, Hohenheim is good with his Vel'Koz.
And the Fizz.
Ace with his Fizz. I don't know about that matchup against a Vel'Koz.
I would have to guess, well there goes the Gnar. I'd have to guess the Fizz can just get on top of him and kill him if I had to think. Vel'Koz obviously has his own self-peel, but I think Fizz is definitely going to try and get a level 3 or level 6 kill there in lane.
Yeah, that might be the plan that he's going for. Right. That was a pretty damn quick pick right there. Jesus.
Pinching the ADCs a little bit more with the Caitlyn. Top lane does not want to deal with Gnar.
As of right now, it seems like that the bans have been pretty similar. Who don't want to deal with Volibear.
No Volibear.
Wait, Volibear... Triple Strike had Volibear. I guess they don't want to deal with Volibear on option 12.
Probably thought he was a strong pick.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Urgot wasn't picked up by option 12
Yeah,
during
for
this.
sure.
Like, I mean, Soraka isn't, the most common champion you're gonna have to worry about getting picked up by your opposing team.
I'm thinking he maybe didn't want to pick the Urgot with the Gnar still available for them to answer. But they could have picked it in place of the Fizz.
Fizz probably would have been banned then, though. So I guess
Yeah,
it's a question,
exactly.
do they want to
Yeah.
lose the
Maybe
Urgot
they
or the
want
Fizz?
Yeah.
Skarner getting picked up, so unfortunately the unique jungle chain has been broken.
Yeah. Oh well.
Still a lot of variety, which is always good to see, no matter which lane matchup you're in.
Yeah.
So there's the tankiness out of the jungle. Oh, and a Nasus top. Wow.
Switch
Gonna
to
be
Shen at
going
the
up
last
against
second.
the Shen.
Yep. Shen, Nasus. All right. My two favorite top lane champions going against each other. Wonderful.
It must be brutal for you, Keno, seeing your two favorite top lane champions. Going
No,
at each other's
I'm always going to go for Shen first.
Oh.
It's not a question. It's just,
It's just fact.
right. It is. It's just, I'd rather have him be playing against someone I hate, like Darius, as opposed to
Well,
someone
Keno,
I
since
like.
since you have expertise in the area, what do you think about this matchup? Who's going to come out on top? Biases
Well,
aside.
I mean, it's a question of how aggressive the lane turns out to be, which is always is the case when you're up against an Nasus. If Odin applies a lot of pressure, if they get a good Skarner ganks, I think that Shen could very easily win the lane. The issue just comes down to not only how much pressure Nocturne helps relieve, but also where other problems are in the lane. Because if Shen has to leave the lane with his ultimate or anything else, the Nasus gets free farm for a while. So, ironically, Odin probably wants the game to be passive just so that he can be aggressive to Nasus.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, because Shen definitely has the kit to annoy Nasus enough so that he doesn't get his stacks, with taunts and everything aside. But, yeah, I tend to agree with you. That's probably how it's going to go up. Sig. Still with us, man?
Of course I am.
Hell yeah.
I think that this is ultimately going to boil down to the supports, as crazy as that sounds. Not to be biased or anything.
I was just going to ask you, I want your support analysis on this Tark versus Soraka. What do you think they're going to be doing here?
Soraka, incredible pick, and with that global heal, she is definitely a force to be reckoned with. But in team fights, Taric is just going to be the deciding factor. Team Triple Strike has such damage output right now, and CC on lockdown with people like Taric and Shen, it's going to be very difficult to manage. So unless they're able to deal with that Taric or stun or silence with Soraka onto Taric, you're going to be seeing a big shutdown. I'm giving this to Triple Strike just off the Taric pick.
Strong words, my man. Strong words. Alright. So, Ronan, I'll finalize with this with you, maybe for a minute, 15 seconds. Overall, what are your thoughts on this matchup so far?
It looks like we have Fizz with teleport in the mid lane, not actually taking the ignite, so maybe not quite. Either he's super confident with his ability to take on the Vel'Koz, or he's not as confident. I guess we'll have to see. It's definitely going to have a lot of presence once we move into the mid and late game, able to teleport around. Also, Soraka's ult is kind of like a global there too, so Fizz will be able to get some dives and stuff across the map, coordinate it with the Soraka ult, keep them alive, turn the tides of some fights, even if she's not there. Again, another Shen this game. It's going to be hard for the lanes to do anything once he gets level 6. You're not going to want to dive too far or go too ham as is the Fizz or the Skarner. Not able to get some of those tower diving ultimates as Skarner or anything like that, because you have to be aware of the Shen coming in and ruining your day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. As for me, guys, it's kind of tough to say who this is going to go to. I'm going to be interested to see because we haven't seen that much Nocturne in this series. The junglers are going to be an interesting matchup here. I might have to give this a Skarner a little bit. See who he was such a big impact in the first not the first couple of games. It was the second game, but he seemed to have a big impact where he was getting those good catches out, just dragging him in so that his team can take care of the rest. It's going to be interesting to see. But skin analysis, Vel'Koz apparently isn't here, so I might have to give this to option 12 since they lost somebody.
It's a 4v5 AFK.
Yeah, what the hell, man? What's the what's the penalty for that? All right. Damn load times. I might have to give this to option 12 in all honesty. But
that is all. I'm gonna have to get it strike. Nothing on Varus, nothing on Gardner. That's a 5v3 or a 4v3 even without Vel'Koz.
yeah, exactly, man.
Gonna have to give it to Team Triple Strike.
All right. Right.
And then just another thing I wanted to add. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Nocturne can just fly in, one-shot the Soraka, not have to deal with her heals, and effectively fight a 4v5 there. So
true.
that could be interesting to watch during the team fights.
Good boy. Yeah, it's probably gonna hurt that. Okay, we see a little bit of aggression coming in. Hohenheim trying to do as much as he can to Truffles, although he has his backup waiting for him.
Did get the ward in.
This looks like that we're having a little bit of a power walk off, I guess, with Odin and Prowler, although now we see a little bit of wet noodles coming through. Just fighting over that rock right there.
I was also interested just to see what Nocturne would take on his tree. Looks like he went ahead and went with press the attack.
Sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. Prowler's having a little bit of trouble against Shen right now. Yeah, I feel like that'll help them out in the long run.
Yeah.
No invasions this time, though. Surprising. Last time we had a little bit defensive in the first game, and in the second game we had a lot of invasions. Although, ooh! Vel'Koz able to steal the blue away from Skarner.
He went and got the ward down. I guess they didn't let him know that he wasn't there, or he was just confident. Fizz gonna try and punish, but oh wow, that's gonna be huge. Set the jungler off really far behind. Is he gonna be able to? Well, he does have his spires, so he's not having too much of a problem with the wolves. But man, that's just gonna have to make him cry. Nocturne should for sure just look for an early invade here after he takes his own blue. Fizz is dipping and dancing all over the place. Vel'Koz's not able to land much.
Just doing Fizz things, that's what he's good at.
Yep.
So now it seems like that everybody's kind of being a little bit more gentlemanly, or ladylike for the ladies out there.
Fizz getting his own ward there. Nice little...
I had to stop myself there, because I think Fizz might be in trouble. Has to
aggroed.
Man, feels bad.
Aggroed the Raptors there, but he did get his ward in there. Interesting. Nocturne choosing to just go for the scuttle and not invade. I guess. I mean, he should have had a really big advantage on the Skarner, knowing that Vel'Koz took the blue, but he doesn't look like he got in there. He's gonna go take a peek there at his Raptors.
And he did get scoped out by that ward, so...
Yeah. Fizz is somewhat making his way over there. Yeah, they see him. Oh, wow. Vel'Koz definitely getting a lot of poke down.
This is what's gonna kind of suck in the mid lane for Ace, is that he's gotta get a little bit more under his belt to deal with that range for Vel'Koz. I mean, he's been doing a great job dodging what he's throwing at him, but as his health is showing, it's kind of a little rough, to say the least. And
ooh, able to get a lot of damage down there.
Nice
Popping the heal.
And the flash. Is that enough? Might be able to get port swimmer.
They're going to turn. I think Tristana does still have Skarner, Tokyo drifting through into the bot lane, but looks like Nocturne is there to fend him off.
Yeah.
Could have been a tower dive.
Nothing to it. Yeah.
Yeah, Tristana hopping in despite the being exhausted, not quite able to get the damage, and Varus able to heal, and Soraka able to heal Varus, so he's right back up. Trade like that, they don't get the kill, you're pretty much at a disadvantage against the Soraka. Ooh, Nocturne is there. Knows the summoner's gone, gets the fear. Oh, and Tristana able to get the kill as well. That's really going to boost her into the mid game and give her the advantage, despite being against the Varus everyone's been so scared about. Here's Fizz finally able to get some damage. Oh, but again, Vel'Koz trading pretty even.
Yeah, Vel'Koz just throws it right back in his face. Nocturne is waiting patiently, probably trying to look for a gank, but nothing to it. Go off and just invade. No, not invade. Where am I looking at? Jeez.
Yikes. Oh well, I guess he's only 4, so it's not that much of an advantage. But Skarner's still level 3, 5.5 in with his lanes reaching 6 end. Vel'Koz is trying to push the Fizz off, having already burned his teleport. Fizz just trying to get 6, maybe make a play happen with his own ult. Vel'Koz getting a good back against the Fizz. Skarner's still level 3, despite being able to get his camps.
Yeah, not the best jungle loop for our friend Skarner there. That blue buff
definitely a big punish. Yeah. Definitely a big punish.
I have to say though, bot lane has been kind of nice for option 12 with the, albeit they did get the kill off. The Soraka has been doing a lot of work.
Yeah. Looks like Vel'Koz has about 15 CS on Fizz, so that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Fizz backing still hasn't even started on the opponent of like a real item. He's got the Doran's Blade, he's got the pots, and he's got the Dark Seal. I think blue team is probably looking to make a play to blow the game open here. They can make something happen. Bot, take a tower. Fizz will be in a real bad position. Fizz wants to extend the laning phase, stay there, try and get that kill on the Vel'Koz. Oh, here we go. Gets the ult down, lands the damage, and there's the Shen, able to ruin the Fizz's day. Gets the taunt, and Vel'Koz gets the kill. Very unlucky, and really well played.
Feels bad, man.
Feels really bad. Oh, but here's bot. Trying to push their lead.
Yeah. A little mid tower looks like it's going to get taken down pretty easy.
Yep, here it is. Here's the play that they needed to make. Take down the tower in the laning phase. Pretty much. Wow. We'll be able to negate a lot of what the Fizz wants to do. Yeah. Vel'Koz double the farm here against Fizz. Not what you want. Not what he wants.
For sure.
Oh, puts the pink ward down there for the Skarner. We won. Does not want to get that stolen again.
Yeah, for sure. Nocturne has been doing a very good job of establishing his presence so far as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then we just have the top lane doing top lane things. They're not done with the laning phase yet.
No. I don't think Nasus ever will be.
Nah, he's just doing what he does best. Odin might be in trouble.
Let's see here.
I don't agree with that dive there, sir.
Nocturne nowhere to be seen. Everyone else.
Healing it up.
on the map, though. Skarner not able to be there either. It's definitely really far behind. Well, I guess he's pushed past the Nocturne. The Nocturne's still barely getting level 6. Skarner's already there. But
Nice
the
hit
lane's
from
being
Vel'Koz.
yeah, it is geometry on that one. Forcing the flash away.
And then here, Nocturne jumping in.
There he is.
Soraka, there we go. Not the one hit we were looking for, but able to pick him up.
Yeah. And burn her ult on pretty much herself. I guess she gave Nocturne some help up there as well, but just trying to save herself.
Yeah.
Alright, back to the 1v1. Vel'Koz sticking around though, see if Shen can bait him into a big fight, or just be able to take him down by himself. Skarner will be there, but he is low and he is under-leveled. Gets the knock-up. Shen did not have taunt, but
Dude, get out of there. Don't stick around.
both very, very low. Not even sure what they could do.
Yeah, not much. Harass as best they can, but they would probably lose a life over that.
I really like the Tark with the Tristana, because when you channel the stun, Tristana can hop and get right on top of somebody, hit the stun. They're not quite expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it done, but definitely have to look for it.
Yep.
Nocturne not wasting, but spending a little bit of his time trying to go for the lane gank, but bot decides it's a good time to back. Fizz is off the map. Gonna get spotted out.
I mean, Nocturne's not in a terrible spot. He is. I still say he's pretty ahead of Skarner, although the levels do match up now finally.
Yeah. It was just interesting to see he didn't quite go Skarner hunting like he maybe could have level 3 versus a level 2 Skarner without a buff early in the game.
Yeah, for sure. We didn't see much invasion in the early game either.
Skarner is yet to ult. Maybe a bush cheese here looking for the Vel'Koz. Safe route.
Looks like that Strike might be consolidating onto option 12 here at the Rift
Ooh, a
Herald.
lot of damage coming out from Nasus.
Yep. Big
Maybe
doggy
some
is scary.
miscommunication. Oh, well, I guess Vel'Koz was coming, but Nocturne was getting out and Shen was going in. Even with the Vel'Koz coming, ends up just being a just different 2v1 to 3v1, 2v1 Nocturne onto Nasus and Skarner, and then it was a 2v1 Shen onto Nasus and Skarner, then it was a 3v1 Vel'Koz onto Fizz, Skarner, Nasus. Nobody quite synced it up there from the blue team.
I think you confused me as much as the teams were confused. Anyways.
But no, they didn't fight together. The blue team did not fight together.
Yep, I got it. I was just joking, man. So, yeah, well done on them. That's what option 12 probably was hoping for. Get them caught
Skarner
up
getting
a
his
little bit.
revenge with the blue buffs. Stealing theirs away. And looks like they'll be able to take the Rift Herald.
That Soraka's not having a good day.
Is that the one shot?
Might as well call it that. I
Pretty
blinked and
close.
she was dead.
Where'd she go? But red team able to get the Rift Herald, so not the worst.
And
Oh, he flash missed, but I think he might still get the kill. Skarner going in very low on health. Not sure if he thought someone was around it to maybe ult the Vel'Koz too, but overall just a waste of that rift that they were able to get, and dead Skarner.
that's gotta feel bad, man. That was... Yeesh.
Well, a bad engage
just-
from Vel'Koz. Didn't get the knock-up, even though he flashed, right? It's the entire channel of the ult down. His Skarner heads right towards him. I don't know if Skarner's planning to ult him, but the Shen came down, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah.
I mean, the Skarner saw the Vel'Koz. He said, "You took my." not quite work out that way.
Yep. Alright. Honestly, it seems like that option 12 just really needs a reset here. I mean,
Yeah.
Fizz is starting to catch up now, a little bit, with 1 assist, but definitely could be in a better place right now. Bot lane, we've seen what happened to that Soraka.
Yeah, definitely. I think just even unable to get her own exhaust down to protect herself too as well
Yeah, for sure.
on these engages.
That's interesting. I mean, I guess Sig was right. The bot lane with the Tristana Tark has definitely been a lot better so far.
Yep. I think Tristana is just so good in right now. Just seems like she's just a jack of all trades and the master of some. She's really good at taking towers down. Just has her escape, can peel for herself with her ultimate. It's just really good champion.
Yep.
I love to see her in any team comp.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like that triple strike is going to get a pretty easy dragon. I almost said Baron. Jesus, that is
The penguin emote, my favorite. Maybe we need to do the emote analysis at the end of the games. Let's see here. Where does blue go next? Take down top turret. It's the only one standing. Do we have a timer on Baron? The Baron timer somewhere? Oh, well, I guess we have the timer. We
Yep.
got about 5 minutes till Baron.
Come on, man.
There's the Skarner finally able to. NASA's gonna pound down this shit. And he said, "I've had enough," and that was pretty free. Just spinning the one ult. Oh, and then NASA's ult doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Very brave Soraka.
Sorry about that.
Short-term
folks.
memory it doesn't remember the Nocturne. Able to get the top turret here from the red team. First turret of the game. Wait.
Well, not the first turret.
Their first turret of the game.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Nasus went ahead and bought Nomad's Eye. I guess just to get the extra gold and to get them rolling. I'm not too familiar, but what do you think of that?
This is a little bit questionable. I don't think he's behind, so I don't see why he would do. I mean, I'm not an Asus player by any means, so I can't really be judgmental on an Asus. But yeah, I just don't see.
Ooh, the Tark stun does come down. Almost able to get the Nasus. Here comes Nocturne. His
They
ult unavailable.
And they cut me off mid-thought. Yeah. That Nasus was definitely in trouble. See, he should have bought a tank item. Nah, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, I just noticed because I saw him in top lane and that coin come down. I was like, what? I don't think Shen Tark will be able to defend this. Oh, well, with the Tark ultimate not being able to go down and Shen dying as well, giving up their last outer, not their last outer, they still bought. Red team taking their second turret. We're all evened up. Here comes Tristana. The bomb goes off and gets a little bit of splash damage. Taking out the Soraka.
Not terrible. 1 for 3.
Giving
I
his
mean,
own life. Yeah.
not terrible by any means.
That was a lot of damage. A lot more damage than I expected to come out of this Garner. Or maybe it was just the Vel'Koz. But Tristana went down fast.
Yeah. I mean, she is just a little 4 foot tall elf. I mean,
True.
doesn't have that much meat on her bones. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be the point here. That's interesting that she went in that hard against everybody with that.
I guess she saw some low health bars, just imagined herself getting that W reset. Already had the pentakill marked down in her brain.
Yeah.
But didn't quite work out that way.
We have a little bit of a reset going on. Nasus is starting to roam hardcore, going to bot lane.
Flash forced away. little disjointed. A Skarner went on the Vel'Koz, but Fizz was being zoned away by the Shen. Fizz gets out, Skarner goes down.
Man, that Vel'Koz.
Skarner not really having any items. Skarner has his finished jungle item and the Merc Treads, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it. Compared to Merc Treads also coming out of Nocturne. Ooh, here's a 3v1 here. Acid. Nocturne.
3v1 still going on. He's able to get the kill, but is he going to be able to get out of it with his life? Soraka coming in to help
there.
out, and Varus.
And he's turning back around. No ult needed. Maybe not the wisest choice there. Got a little too confident.
Questionable, my friend. You do have a healer on your team, but... Yeah, man.
Fizz engaging here onto the Shen. And just gets himself right back out.
Yeah.
What was I? Oh yeah, Skarner's up in items. I guess that was has the on his way to the Hex Drinker.
Yeah.
Has the Hex Drinker. But Nass is already doing an incredible amount of damage. Maybe that extra gold is going to be worth it.
Yeah.
And I guess he'll have that extra vision.
Pretty deep, although able to just peel away just fine.
Pops the ult, gets out. Oh, remember me? Tristan able to get the Nasus off him, gets to the wall, hops over. And they both get out, despite being in a bad situation. The last outer turret goes down. Their top lane, Shen's able to get it. Because he is able to push off the Fizz.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still pushing, and he has his ultimate available.
Yep. Do we have a TP from...
So how do they answer? How does...
Option 12?
Option 12, yeah. Sorry. How does Option 12 answer? Do they just send the Nasus back, but then they have a less strong team fight? Or do you just let the Shen kind of do what he wants? Because Fizz obviously think blue team able to steal the dragon with the ult, giving up the Nocturne.
It might be worth. I mean, I was
look, yeah. Shen able to get there with his ultimate. Does he have the taunt? He does. Skarner not going on the Vel'Koz Varus just yet. Vel'Koz still dishing out damage from the back. Here comes Tristana. Doesn't want to stake twice. Does hop onto the Fizz. Fizz going on to the Vel'Koz. Takes him down, but Tristana is able to get him on the backside. She's still full. Soraka and Varus are kind of slow. I don't know if she knows. Oh, sees.
Yeah, I think she knows.
Damage onto the Soraka. If she takes the Soraka, nope.
Doesn't even matter, man.
Goes for the Varus, takes down Soraka, has double buffs, and we have a fed Tristana.
Yeah. Damn. I was gonna say, who won that team fight?
Yeah, it's very, very long and joint.
Jeez, that team fight felt like years.
Yeah, really, really long.
Although we see that Triple Strike gets the dragon, steals the dragon with Hohenheim sniping that with the Vel'Koz ult, and able to just pick everybody off one at a time.
Slowly.
Yeah. Option 12. You were asking before, like, how did they come back from this? It's kind of tough. They're not in a... They are in kind of a poor position with the way the map's looking right now, but I feel like if they were able to coordinate a team fight without the surprise of them stealing dragon, not them, Triple Strike stealing dragon, I feel like that they have a strong chance of winning that team fight, or just catching somebody out. Like, that would be beneficial to them as well. And hopefully
I think a lot of that team fight was just the Vel'Koz getting the entire channel of the ult down. I mean, I know he's going to steal the Baron, but he definitely got a lot of damage down just from that.
Right.
And the Skarner, even despite being behind with a lost team fight, he did absorb a lot of that damage. Like, he's still doing his job.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know... Oh, that's why Ness is really confident he has a Skarner with him. But there's a Taric as well.
Looks like they back off. Is able. Are they going to secure the scuttle? The Battle of the Micro. Nope. Micro objectives. they called it in the first set of games.
Yeah, man.
So both teams have all the outer turrets gone now with Fizz. Able to take that. Let's see, is this the one shot?
Nope.
Well, not under the Soraka. Soraka's low. Shen is there. They just dove 2 turrets. Skarner wants to take a tank with him. Does not work out. I think they're gonna head. Nope, not towards Baron. They're gonna get the tier 2 turret mid. They're gonna eyeball towards Baron.
This game is looking more and more like triple strikes as it
Yeah.
progresses on.
That damage coming out of him, Tristan, is insane.
It looks like they're not even going to go for Baron. They're just going to start steamrolling down mid lane. Nasus is trying to do what top lanes do best and go on a business trip. But is it worth
Vel'Koz
it?
does get the flash knockup and the ult onto the truck and done.
Man,
They're heading straight for the game. Teleport, double teleport here. They're both gonna come.
Fizz and
Oh,
Nasus
Fizz
are
is-
coming back.
This
This
is
Fizz could get on top
pretty
of
low
it.
on pretty low on mana though.
Oh man,
Not sure what he can do. Missed the ult.
man.
Looks like they're just gonna peel back. So Fizz did go ahead and take the bottom tier 2. Their bot lane gave up the inhib. Pressure top. Are they gonna reset? Go for Baron? Ooh, trying to cheese, but they're on a ward.
Yeah. The way that was executed, I feel like that was pretty worth it. I mean,
Yeah,
they were able
absolutely.
to come. They were able to come back, and they were able to push them off. So, yes, they are pushed all the way up mid lane and have super minions coming up.
And they have pretty good priority Baron. Depends how fast they can take it. Let's see how much damage the Varus will be able to do.
We do have triple strike coming in. I don't know if they're going to be able to answer. They probably can. That Baron is not hurt at all. Yeah, it looks
Now
like
they're just going to get pushed off.
Yeah.
Nasus is low. No teleport. No teleport from Fizz.
Fizz caught out. Able to
Fizz
do a
is going to
cheeky
give him the
flash.
great race. It's like they don't really care. They're just going to go straight on. Yeah, like I said, Nasus, it's about half. He did heal up a little bit and has a Soraka. They're going to fight. They know this is most likely game if they give this up for free. Fizz gets in there. Nasus is doing a lot of damage, doing what he can. Skarner's already down. Varus is trying to do what he can from the back. 2 really low members. Fizz gets over the wall, takes a Taric with him, but goes down.
I feel like
So
they.
I don't know if this is going to be game here.
It's hard to say. We have Varus and Soraka up. We do have Skarner coming back. I don't think that they're gonna. The waves aren't with them right now.
Oh, here's Tristana. Huh.
Oh man, if only they had vision there.
That was something.
The Ooh, poor Tormer was praying to somebody for that one.
Held their breath.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like that option 12 did the least that they wanted to do with that, which was just push triple strike off so that they wouldn't get Baron. So I mean,
Skarner getting flashback.
yeah.
So 2 Ocean Drakes. Not exactly what you want.
Hey man, it's all about that health regen.
But better than nothing. Better than giving it to the other team, always. And they do have the Infernal under their belt.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Speaking of that running, since we're kind of at a lull right now, which probably could switch up. Last split casters have talked to each other to see what their favorite dragon was. I gotta ask you, what's your favorite dragon of this game?
Of this in the game,
In the game, sorry.
I really well either way. I'd have to say Infernal probably. I just like the raw
Yeah.
damage. I don't mind is funny or is whatever it is. People who just like don't even take the cloud. I don't mind the cloud. I like flying around the map. I'll stack 4 clouds, 3 clouds.
It looks like that blue team is gonna take. I'm sorry, Triple Strike is gonna take the Baron, so they're gonna have a big boon to that.
Yeah, but no, I definitely go for the Drakes. Every time I'm Warwick, it's clouds and waters. Never get anything.
Mm-hmm.
So Fizz is just pushing by himself bot lane. Not sure if they're going to send anyone to answer. They think he can just win here. No, he's going to go ahead and recall because he doesn't quite have the teleport up yet. I'm not sure that he really needed to. I guess he just really doesn't want to lose right here.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely think he should have just kept... I mean, could have just kept pressure up bot. Maybe force someone to recall. Because between Nasus and Varus, they could probably handle the wave clear. I don't know how much Fizz is really going to do here. But let's see. He's trying to find a way to the back. Triple strike warding. Don't want that to happen. The wave is still crashing bot. And the inhibitors respawn mid lane. That might be what they're going for.
I mean, it seems like that they have a lot of control over the map, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Option 12 to come back from this.
Vel'Koz flashes away, does not want to get destroyed by the Fizz. Oh, but he comes right back in. I think Nasus is really the damage healing. Top inhib for it. Let's see what Nasus can do. I get no ult out of Nasus, no ult from Nasus. Looks like Skarner's gonna go down. Nasus is down. Baron minions crashing in. 5v3. It's not looking good.
Is missing the ult. Trying to do his darndest to...
Fizz is doing his darndest.
Yeah, this is probably going to be game here.
And there we go.
Yep. That's going to be game. Yeah, GG. Able to get the 1-for-1 here. Option 12 against Triple Strike. Everybody's happy.
That's, wait, did I lose my train of thought? That is Option 12's first.
You okay there, man?
Did you hear me?
I assume that you said Option 12's first loss.
Yeah, that's of the season so far. Undefeated. Triple Strike able to take them down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nicely done from them. We're not going to have the same thing we had last split where we had one team go the distance and go all the way to the last game with being undefeated. Sad day. But that just means it's more even, right, guys? Okay.
That's what we want to see.
Exactly. And I heard a little chuckle from Kenos, so you must be with us.
Yes, I am.
Alright. So what did you think of the games? Tell me your thoughts on that.
Well, I was a little disappointed by some of the coordination coming out of Option 12 this game, compared to how well they closed out the first game. It just seemed like so many of the fights they were kind of filtering in, and that's always a really big thing in other team games and League of Legends as well, where you don't necessarily want to go in one at a time, two at a time. You want to kind of move as a team. But there were a couple of fights in River in particular where it was just like one person goes in, then another one goes in. And that, I think, was really a big detriment for them.
Yeah, for sure. It just seemed like that Option 12's coordination fell a little bit flat in this game. Definitely we saw a lot of... I mean, it just seemed like that Triple Strike took what they learned from last game, were able to compensate for it. Definitely showing, getting a good lead on the early game, and then just starting to snowball off of it, if you will. But yeah, well done from both teams. I believe we do have an interview. looks like that they are in there, so let's hop on over to the interview. I think we're interviewing Hohenheim from that last game in the mid lane for Triple Strike. Let me just confirm that. Alright, yep, we'll move to the interview room. Hey, Hohenheim, how's it going?
Hey guys, just a stressful match.
Oh man, oh come on, you made it look easy. Running with that Vel'Koz up there.
Yeah, we were definitely talking a storm in a second, getting her better than the first, but yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess one of my first questions for you is the thought process for the champ select. You guys had a pretty even out banning phase, and you went with the Vel'Koz pick. Can you tell me your thought process on that a little bit?
Yeah, so honestly, I was kind of trying to beat mid a little bit. As I don't have an issue going against long range champs like Xerath or Lux, which I knew that's one of Ace's top picks. I think people see Vel'Koz as being squishier, and I figured he'd probably go with the Fizz pick, and I can deal with. I'm used to dealing with people jumping on me more than staying away like his Lux was that first game, so that was my thought process on going with mid.
It's out, so people are sniping out Ace in the middle of champ select.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, you said that it was a rough game. I mean, you did very well. I mean, you were able to stay in the back lines pretty well, able to use the Vel'Koz's ult for to its potential, pretty much. A nice snipe on the dragon as part of that. Could you give a little bit of information on how the game was rough for you?
I don't know. I think I got a few good ults off. I'm going to give credit, though, to a lot of the CC that our team was able to put out, especially that taunt in one of the last few fights, getting like 3 or so people. I was able to line up my ult just perfectly, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without the taunts. I don't know. That second game, we just had a lot more synergy. We worked a lot better together than the first one.
Yeah, it definitely showed.
Yeah, I got 2 questions for you. The first is, or just an observation. You really seem to enjoy flash engaging when playing as Vel'Koz. There were a couple of things there where Shen ulted in on you, and then you just flashed on top of people.
That one I was expecting to get further, or I was expecting to get the flash off before the Shen's ult got off, so he didn't have to flash, or he didn't have to like just barely miss maybe. So I was just trying to get him closer, but I kind of mistimed that.
All right.
Sorry, go
So I
ahead.
was going to say the other question is, since you had the option to pick Zoe twice and didn't play her either time, I guess you can confirm that Zoe is not your go-to anymore.
No, unfortunately. Yeah, no,
Sad trombone noises.
Yeah.
I played one game after patch came out, did very well, and I was like, I don't think this is I think I might have gone against the wrong opponent to test this. And the next 4 or 5 games, it's just like, no, you can't do this anymore. It's
Right, so please hear the cries of this poor man. He just wants his little girl back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
I've
she
got a
was-
question.
Okay.
Okay. So that level 1 blue steel. Tell me about that.
No, I'm used to doing that. I
Oh,
mean, sorry,
Oh!
no big deal. No big deal.
sorry to the other team, but yeah, no, especially with Vel'Koz, because they always ward in a specific spot usually, and you can get that geometry off with Vel'Koz a little bit easier
Very
than
nice.
other champs. But yeah, no, I do that all the time. It's no big deal.
Don't be cocky
Dude,
now,
super
kid.
impressive.
Jeez.
And I'm sure Ace was unhappy with it because I was just spamming all my abilities on him early lane.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it probably does not feel great against when you're a Fizz against the Vel'Koz. But yeah,
Fizz against the Vel'Koz without the blue buff even.
yeah, definitely. Well,
But it was a good game.
yeah, for sure. Well done, man. You guys were able to flip some switch in that game. The first game was a little bit rough around the edges, but you were able to pull together. But congratulations, you're able to do a 1-to-1 and take option 12 from the throne of being undefeated.
Yeah, we were happy to do it. Like,
That's all my questions. Any more questions from you guys?
Nope, that's it for me.
Just great job, Honam.
thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks for being with us. Alright guys, I'm going to cut the stream for a little bit. I'm going to throw it back to Kenos to host the last match of the night for you guys. Please don't go anywhere.